Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
William Leslie Aiken, Salvatore Joseph Armato, William W. Bancroft, Jr., John Lewis Barnhart, Norman Florian Benedict, Gordon William Bent, James Craig Berry, Aaron Blanding, Darrell Russell Bloom, Jeffrey Louis Bobola, Charles Robert Bogart, James Allen Boots, Michael Francis Brannon, Jr., Joseph William Buchanan, John David Bulger, David Elvin Bunker, Ken Dwight Burns, Eddie Dean Carpenter, Edward Corolla, Patrick John Carroll, Clarence Leroy Casto, Nathaniel Chapman, Mosey Lee Cole, Horace W. Cowdrick, Jr., Anthony Thomas Culata, Samuel Don Dana, Gregory Lynn Dunn, Glenn R. Eisenhower, Lauren Eugene Engstrom, James Leonard Eplin, Lamont George Epps, Ralph Raymond Evelsizer, Carl Leonard Filk, Jr., John Joseph Farnsworth, Jr., Robert Samuel Ferrula, Richard Allen Forbes, Raymond Garth, Frederick M. Gilsinger, Jr., Joseph Xavier Grant, Robert Hugh Gum, Jr., Dennis Gordon Hanson, La Francis Hardiman, Alfonso Lee Harmon, James William Harness, James Lewis Hatcher, James Coleman Hawthorne, Jr., Robert Willis Hatton, Charles Thomas Hershey, Van Hess, Van Esther Lamar Hester, Louis A.N. Hilario Padilla, Joseph Lamar Hyatt, Robert William Hasura, Milford Jones, Ray Morgan Keith Jones, Arthur Earl Kesey, Donald Larry Keeter, Thomas Henry Colster, Ernest E. Lau, Jr., Eugene Lenore, Lawrence Allen Letterman, Fred Rodriguez Leader, Michael Joseph Mackerel, Stephen Morley McCollum, Francis Leroy Maples, Larry Eugene Mayberry, Dave Mays, Jr., William Othello McCoy, John Mulger McClellan, Vernon Means, Dennis Evans Milliard, James Mikael Moore, Thomas W. Morris, Wayne Paul Murray, Richard Vaughn Myers, Thomas Andrew Norris, Robert Allen Northern, Terrence Dale O'Brien, Edward Joseph Piantkowski, Paul Waldling Flambeck Jr.,
Louis William Potempa, Monroe Allen Powers, Laszlo Rabel, Robert Raymond Rades, James E. Raffensperger Jr., Ronald Earl Ray, Jack Walter Rice, Michael James Robinson, Charles Wayne Robinson, Dale Franklin Rollins, Robert Lee Ross, Leroy Alphas Roast, Jose Carlos Santos, Richard Allen Scheiber, Stephen Thomas Schooler, John Robert Schultz, Alvin Joseph Scott, Edward Anthony Scully, Willie James Simmons, Stephen G. Skelly, Donald Eugene Smith, William Forsyth Sperry, Vernon Patrick Sprinkle, Greg Patterson Steiger, John Gregory Strachota, Randolph Bothwell Suber, Tracy Stephen Tenhoff, Juan Torres, Cyril Harris Tonley, Jerry Allen Truelove, Willie George Turner, James Daniel Tyner, Donald Lynn Valentine, Donald Charles Vaughn, Dennis Eugene Warren, Ralph O. Watts, Terry Lee Weber, Larry Keith Williams, Elmer Odell Ray, David Irvin Wright, Charles Earl Young.